Thank you very much for coming tonight. Everybody thinks they're a comedian. Thank you very much for coming out tonight, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tommy Davey, and I love you.
I love you too.
You know, I find that some foreign languages are fascinating. Did you know that the Greek language has a little teeny tiny word that means the same thing as this long phrase in English? Now the phrase is, I am not going to be the one to do those damn dishes again. The little tiny word is, Oppa! Oppa! They don't like dishes.
Oh my God.
They like to have a good time at work though, I like that.
There you go.
Yesterday I was at work and I was making a cup of coffee. And I was standing next to a lady who I hadn't met yet. She was doing the same. She had to reach past me to get the sugar, so I stepped back. I said, pardon me. She says, oh, that's okay, you're fine. I said, thanks. I've been working out. She says, no, you haven't. I said, well, I've been thinking about it. No, you haven't. Well, I pay a $50 a month fat tax to the gym down the street from my house because I prefer to eat M&Ms before bed rather than feeling more energetic and confident and able to live past 60. She says, hey, me too, Bear Claw. I used to be a sheep herder. That's not a very exciting kind of a job, but it may be more difficult than you think. You gotta take a head count in that business, boy. I can never make it past 10 myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 9. I tried my hand at writing once. I once wrote a pop-up book for children to help little kids gain confidence and understanding about their bodies. You may have heard of it. Everybody pees and poops and masturbates.
Oh my God.
But we don't want children to feel icky about how their bodies naturally function. And I know I feel very icky whenever I masturbate at Chihuahua. Is that wrong? Am I beating myself up too bad? Is that what I'm getting from you? We all have our own perversions in some way. Now maybe your imagination gives you enough material to be able to just repaint the walls any day you want to. Go on a devil-may-care spending spree throughout your own home. More power to you, pal. You're a fine citizen. And your socks are a salt pillar of the community. Or maybe, who knows, once every week, once every other week, you like to visit that one site you have bookmarked on your phone.
Oh my God.
You know the one I'm talking about. You try to change the name on it so that it's a little bit more innocuous, doesn't stand out for any snoopers. Maybe something a little succinct like Hub. You know that, the guys like Maybe you change the theme altogether and you named it Sports Stats. Nothing to see there, honey. Maybe you fancy yourself a techie and you renamed it something like Program Overflow Random Network.
Oh, poor.
That's a current identity. Look, just don't beat yourself up too bad for beating yourself down, that's all I'm saying. I'm no saint. It's not like I have a collection of hookers in the trunk. They're in the backyard. They're burying the crew from the snuff film that we made last week. Gotta get rid of the evidence there.
Oh my gosh.
I had a buddy with me last week. I want to tell you about this guy. He is amazing. He's taught me to take everything that life throws at you with class and grace. Just like the way that he deals every day with the way that people treat him as a blind man with Down syndrome. Now, he doesn't actually have Down syndrome,
Oh my God.
but I tell him he looks like he has Down syndrome. And so anytime that somebody wants to be extra helpful and treat him in a nice way, I see that he gets mad, because he thinks that they're doing it just because they think he's handy capable in the one way, but also in a whole other way. Now, just by looking at somebody, you can't fairly say if they have autism, or if another guy just really needs a hug. But I tell him he looks like both of those too. That's probably the reason why he doesn't get upset and throw a fit about it anymore. It's probably easier to just go with the flow. I remember there was this one time he was sitting at a table just minding his own business, and somebody comes up wanting to be helpful. They got down at eye level with him, but at a safe distance. And they would always enunciate and talk very clearly and calmly, but loudly, as if they think he's deaf too. Who knows where they got that one from? And the guy says, "Do you want me to help you into the bathtub?" He says, "What? No, get away from me, stop it!" "Oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so insensitive. You must be terrified of the water. Come here, shh, shh, it's okay. Shh, 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 it's okay. I hate you, Joey, Tommy, Davey." Is it fair to say that all women who wear blue eyeshadow are crazy? Or is that just redundant? If you put out a sign that said, "Free blowjobs," you'd have men going around the block and circling it again for seconds. You'd probably have some women in there too. Probably not the natural, original ones, but the ones with the new member status. That's not how you get to the hearts of women, though. They're not savage beasts like us men. They don't think about sex all day. I think most women, any given time of the day, really all they want to do is just disagree, argue, make a point of some kind. I don't know. If you put out a sign that said, "Free cunnilingus," you'd have flocks of women coming to be by you. They position themselves next to you, form their own picket lines, pick up their own signs, and chant, "Free cunnilingus! Free cunnilingus! Free..." Somewhere in Greece, there's a political prisoner being set free from jail. "You're free to go, Mr. Lingus." What? Why? "I don't know. The American women have demanded it." "Here are your plates." Whoppa! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy birthday, Davey!
Thank you, Lena.
Joey, Tommy.